Well, there you don't need a highly realistic world. You need it highly believable and highly interactive. So we can use photorealistic avatars and it has appropriate voice. People have the right uniforms if they're wearing uniforms and it says their actual name up there. And they interact and they get injects and they can see a map of this hypothetical place that's flooding. And so we've just piloted this a few times, but what we've found, well, we had this in mind to begin with, but what we're finding is rather than give these guys fake BBC reports of, hey, guess what, it's raining, and oh, now it's raining a lot, and you know, they get the picture, is, oh, I don't have a picture of that? Oh, yeah, it wasn't related to that topic. Is that we're actually imported a bunch of UK terrain, and now we're flooding it. So we're going to make our own videos of it flooding so that they can see the impact and be more immersive for these guys. But they're interested in when they would take a decision that says, okay, evacuate the hospital, that the real guys in the real world that would evacuate the hospital do it virtually, and they see how long that takes, and then those guys are getting to practice as well. So now you have 3 tiers of command all training in the same platform. I think that's really powerful. Yeah. The point here was around, we have physiologically accurate avatars. This was done with Stanford Medical School, that if you treat, they have different models for different kinds of trauma, and how you treat them, the avatars either get better or they croak, depending on how the decisions you take. And it's running in real time, and so it's how you really feel under pressure. And so what's interesting about that is you can, we can show, in order to show a patient deteriorating, that's a bit manual. It's a role-playing actor that pushes a button that says, or changes their clothes to bloody or something like that. What we can do, though, is hook up other software that helps us automate some of that. And that's what my last 2 slides are about. So this is some middleware called Emotion AI, which I recommend that you check out if you're interested in this field. It's a software that helps map emotions to game platforms, including ours. And so it has think of a bunch of sliders that are on different elements of emotions. Let's say anger. In this case, she's a little bit uptight, and here she's irate. And now it's a slider of nuances between that, but watch her shoulders. So it's really hard to see the subtle difference there. But this animates the whole body around emotions. So, but not only can we control the avatar emotions so that they really show the right ones, but we can automate that by tying it to biosensors and gestural tracking and voice intonation. And no one of those technologies is good enough right now to get accurate, but as we combine all 4 or 5 of these, then you start doing some interesting things. So how that relates to the previous project of the emergency management is we want, if people are stressed, we want to prove that people are stressed out. That's the research question. And how they take decisions under training, so they'll measure that they're stressed out. But imagine being stressed out in a virtual world, but your avatar's smiling. Or your avatar's not smiling, and you're really animated, but the other avatars are smiling at you. So we're trying to fix that with some new software. But it's also an example of how we can work with different platforms.